Could the U.S. realistically rescue any hostages? Joining us to discuss the unique dangers and challenges involved in this critical mission is a retired FBI agent who was a member of the Bureau's elite hostage rescue team. Greg Schaefer, thank you so much for joining us. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
To begin, Israel is saying no exception to the siege in Gaza. Now, Hamas is threatening to execute hostages live on TV if there are unannounced Israeli strikes. What are the unique challenges facing rescuers as they try and extract hostages out of that area?
Well, hostage rescue is a very difficult skill set to master. There are very few organizations or units that are actually skilled at hostage rescue. You have, in the United States, you only have three. You have the Delta Force, you have SEAL Team 6, and you have the FBI's hostage rescue team. Your basic SWAT teams and even most of your SEAL teams cannot effectively do hostage rescue. It requires surgical shooting, and it's a very difficult, again, skill set to master. And there's very few countries that have the ability to do that. Israel being one, Germany, France, Australia, Great Britain, United States.
And Greg, you have experience in hostage rescue in the past globally. You've already touched on some of the skill sets, but just how difficult is this, especially in an active war zone?
Well, it's very difficult. You need to have a lot of intelligence as well. You need to have the where the hostages are being held, how are they being held? What's the opposing force? What's the strength of them? What kind of weapons are they carrying? Are the hostages booby-trapped? Are the doors booby-trapped with explosives? What's the inside of the building look like that you're about to hit? So, you got to gather that intelligence as well. And that's very difficult to do, like you said, during wartime footing, getting that intelligence and getting those sources, close enough to gather that intelligence is a very difficult task.
Now, Hamas is known to use human shields. How will that complicate this hostage rescue especially?
Well, it adds a whole new dilemma to it. Are those hostages, are they booby-trapped with explosive vests, suicide vests? Again, are the doors being booby-trapped? So when you enter the breach point, is it going to explode on you? So the fact that Hamas has historically used human shields makes that task just that much more difficult.
And now, of the reported 150 hostages being held, there are Americans and other nationalities as well. The White House says it's working on bringing these Americans home. What is America's best bet at getting these hostages back safely?
We're working side by side with our Israeli counterparts. Again, Israel is one of the very few countries, along with America, that has those teams that have the skill set to do a successful hostage rescue. So I am confident that we have personnel over there, probably from SEAL Team 6, Delta Force, and maybe some of my people from the FBI's hostage rescue team may be over there acting as consultants. They probably have an active team waiting in the ready, so when American hostages are located, they can use an American unit to rescue those hostages. Because right now, all the Israelis military units, they're stretched so thin. They're in the middle of a war, so I'm sure Israel is welcoming any and all help that they can get from America, especially from those elite units like SEAL Team 6 and Delta Force.
Greg Schaefer, thank you so much for your time.